Hello everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. I just wanted to continue along with the real data that I'm using for Dukascopy with these trading patterns I introduced yesterday with, I don't know, I'll say a 50 to 60% accuracy. If you watch that video, you'll see it. So this is the latest data that I could get. I've broken it up into the usual commodity, currency, and equity. And here are the charts. So I just want to go over some of these. These are the indices. We have here different types of charts. We have Gartley, butterfly, crab, bat, and I think there's another one as well. Anyways, let's go through these. So again, these are the latest data points. So when you see bullish Gartley, that means it's expecting it to obviously have a bullish signal. Here's the EMB, ESP index. So that's now going to go bearish. And let's see, France, bullish. And this is right up to the last day. And these are usually in moves of 1, 2, 3, 4. And then there's going to be a fifth one as well. The British, bearish. Japanese, bullish as well. Okay, so there are those. Let's check out the commodity. Everybody's always wondering about Bitcoin, obviously, so that's expected to be bullish as well. And then the Brent, and then the copper, bullish as well. So junk going bearish, gold bearish, and silver bearish. So that's all relation, I believe, to around the markets look like they are going up as the trade wars, because today is April 5th, and maybe they're saying that the trade wars between China and US are easing. So as a result, things look pretty good right now. But I've also put up, just in case you were wondering, my Fed analysis as well for the USA a few days ago here on April 3rd. What you'll find in there, everything looked pretty good, pretty solid, except for the PMIs. So that's a big factor, but everything else looked pretty good. So continuing along into the currencies, you can see here a lot of signals are generated. So where do we go from here? Well, a couple of people have asked, well, these are still no use. Well, I beg to differ. What the patterns really do is they remove a lot of what I call false positives in the market. So you may get trading signals, and a lot of them, I'd say about 90%, the ones that I've worked on in December with JForex from Dukascopy, about, I'd even go as high as 90%, 75%, much higher than that probably, were false positives, and that would destroy your trading account. The idea here with the patterns is to use these as a timing method. I could use some other methodologies to do walk forward tests, but as you can see in these charts, these are right at the most current data that we have, which is end of day. And so we don't know which way it's going to go. So again, we can use only the ones that get flagged for patterns, and then analyze those, and then just remove all the other ones in the list that you probably have seen, hopefully, and other analytical techniques. The really big one and the long one is for March 15th, which is right here, complete detailed trading analysis for March 15th and 16th. Now, you can see that's a 2-hour video here. That's because it's looking at everything. But the idea here with these patterns is to filter a lot of those false positive signals, and use these first, and use these as the first wave, and then individually start cross-referencing these signals, these patterns basically, against the other ones that other techniques that I've used in this analysis for, let's say, March 15th. So as a result, so for instance, if I see, I don't know, my strategy on the set go will be basically a long only. So if I, let's say, get a flag for here for Japanese, in the Japanese index, you can see here that that this is flagging, oh, it's going to go up because it's bullish. Well, then I can start looking at the other indicators, such as moving averages, which will really help in that mode, as well as the buying signals, and there's a Fibonacci for valuation, and so on and so forth. If you've watched these past ones, you'll probably hear me say, I'm not sure yet, it depends upon what the patterns say. Well, that's what these patterns are for, but really it's the other way around now, where I'm using the patterns first to gauge if there is a buying signal of some kind, if it's bullish or bearish, and go from there, and then use the other indicators to confirm the direction it's going to go. As I said, I have shown in this past video here that I put up yesterday, introducing trading patterns that work 50 to 60% of the time. I can get accuracy, but that's only using a forward walking in a back testing process. But this is live data and the most recent data. And what I'm seeing from yesterday's video, it's about anywhere from 40 to 60% accuracy. And what I'm finding is that the other indicators will be pretty useful in this theory. So I'm going to do that in the next video. I'm going to run the data and the indicators and the charts to see what we come up with the rankings as well. And I'll be back for an analysis on April 6th. All right, later.